Hey guys, Drifting SDI here again. This is just a review. A review request by one of the YouTubers. I forgot his name, but today's review is going to be on the Replica Eotech that I have. This was purchased from reddragonairsoft.com. They have some really nice stuff there. I recommend you guys go check it out. Without further ado, we'll just get to the holo site. First of all, it's just a replica, so it's not actually going to use holographic technology. It's just a simple red dot built in the shape of an Eotech. The overall build is actually plastic. It's just an outer shell that is made of metal. It does have windage and elevation adjustments, which actually does hold 0 on AEGs and won't lose 0 by shaking or anything. So it's pretty good in terms of accuracy or whatever you're trying to do with it. This actually works really well in CQB and outdoor. Well, actually, in outdoor, it works better in shade rather than in sunlight, because this Eotech actually has a problem of not being bright enough. The reticle is not bright enough, so you're gonna have some trouble seeing the reticle as where is it? I can't find it on there. There it is. It's gonna be a huge problem looking through this outside if the sun's shining in your direction, or if there's any glare. There's gonna be a little bit of you know, it's just gonna be hard to see in the sunlight. So I recommend you use this to play in maybe in the woods where there's a bit of shade. That will work well there. Just to show a comparison of how the brightness levels are, I'll compare it side by side with my Hurricane Eotech. My Hurricane Eotech will be on the brightest setting. There it is, the Hurricane version. And this is the China version. Let me turn off the brightness so you can see better. There you go. As you can see, the brightness for this one is much better, and it also has a green reticle. The green reticle actually works better than the red in daylight, but it does take more battery life. This is the green on the Hurricane. Now, just from holding the Hurricane, I can tell that this is built more sturdy than this China version. I'd recommend getting a Hurricane, but there are some problems some strange problems with the Hurricane. This one has 0 parallax and no ghosting, which is actually really good for a China model. It's just the brightness settings that actually really bug me. It does also have I think it's like a 2-hour shut-off time. I'm not too sure. This one also has a 2-hour shut-off time, but it's got a little bit of parallax, not very much. Won't affect accuracy that much, but you know, there's still going to be some drops, you know, in accuracy in terms of where you want to hit and stuff. So also on the brightest setting, I don't really think you need to use it on the brightest setting ever, because you know it's already bright enough. There's going to be a little bit of ghosting, and a problem with this one is that you can see from this side, you can see the red dot from this side, whereas the China version, you can't see anything. Now, we're going to talk about a little bit about mounting. I'm going to use my rifle here, just for reference. So this mounts on like this. You unscrew it first. You know, this is usual. Hold on a sec. You gotta unscrew it all the way, or else it won't fit. And you just, you know, curve it in, and it kind of locks in place. But a problem with this Eotech is that it doesn't mount straight. as you can see, it's a little slanted. I don't know if you can see that, but when you hold the gun, you'll see that's a little slanted. But what I did to fix that was I used I put a little piece of paper on this side. I put a little piece of paper on let me show you here. Let me get the camera to steady here. A little piece on this side here. Just a piece of paper. Maybe a normal white, printer paper. A printer paper folded twice. That's a good size. You just have to check it, But it'll need a spacer. So yeah, and also a problem with this one was that the lines here, they're not actually parallel. One's actually curved in at the front, so this won't actually fit on the gun. As you will see, if I mount it farther forward, it won't fit on the gun. You're gonna need to use a little bit of force, and it'll kind of damage your rails, like I did before here. I'll show you, right there. So that's the bad thing about it. But as for the Hurricane, it mounts on really well, because it's much more high quality. It goes on real easy. Even the mounting system is made much better than the China version. Goes on simple, and you just screw it in. That's it. You're done. So, if you're looking for an Eotech, I'd recommend a Hurricane, just because the build quality is better, and it's, just overall, it does have its bugs, but considering the quality you get from it, I'd recommend a Hurricane, because it's easier to use in daylight, and, it's brighter, and, it's more trustworthy since it's not made in China. But that's the review of the Eotech 552. If you have any questions, just post in the comments below or send me a PM. And yeah, thanks for watching.